Good morning. I'm pretty sure I'm OCD. Look at the envelope I had to make for the lawn care people that were here yesterday. So I ran over this morning, got some cash, got myself a coffee. I haven't had one in, I think it's 2 weeks now, maybe a little longer. I'm going to pop my seltzer back in the fridge. So I'm going to run over to Polly's, to the hospital to see Polly. I think the cardiologist is supposed to be there this morning. I just need to let work know that I'm going to be away from my desk for a little while, and I have the air on because it's starting to get quite humid. I'm sporting a white fro. Actually, good question. For those of you who are African American who watch my channel, can you please tell me whether I'm being offensive or whether it's inappropriate for me to call my frizzy white girl hair a fro, because it kind of resembles it, because I have curly hair and in humidity it just poofs up like one of those, what are those things you blow on? Oh, dandelions? Yeah. So, and I don't want to be offensive, so I would rather ask. Anyway, so I have to run over to the hospital, hopefully meet up with the cardiologist. I stopped at Veggie World, picked up some fruit for Polly, a couple of pears, some apricots. Well, I'll show you in a second. So let me just go in the kitchen. First, let me set away from my desk on my computer. And yeah, I feel a little bit frazzled because I'm not feeling like there's a lot of resolution at the hospital. They're still running tests. I know this is going to take a few days. I'm just trying to remind myself to be patient, and I'm holding down the fort fine. I mean, I think if the tables were reversed and I was in the hospital, I would probably be freaking out more, because that means bills would have to be taken care of by Polly. I'd have to explain to him how to log on to a computer. Yeah. Actually, this is probably a good time for me to create an emergency folder just in case something happens and I am incapacitated, so he can still continue with the household. That's not a bad idea, actually. There you go. So I've just created, not only am I making my life more complicated myself, I just created another project, but it's a very worthwhile project. If you don't already have one, we used to have one, but to be honest, so many things have changed, so like insurance information, you know, all sorts of stuff. So it's a nice time to kind of, well, not a nice time, but now that it's on my mind, it's the opportune time to update that. So I'll see if I can locate the folder. If not, I'll just make a brand new one and get all the emergency and pertinent information in there, like all the doctors, vet numbers, all the pet stuff, especially since we travel so much with our pets. Even through Canada, we always have to have their documentation on us, because they won't let you back into the country if you don't have all their vaccination information on you. So that's good to know as well. Anyway, now I'm rambling, and it might be the caffeine. So let me go in the kitchen, show you what I picked up this morning at Veggie World, and then I'll head over to the hospital, and we'll go from there. So here's the stuff I picked up at Veggie World. Not a lot. They didn't really, I mean, they had some stuff they were putting out, but it wasn't anything impressive. Overly impressive. I picked up some blanched slithered almonds. Nice to add with green beans and in salads. Replenished the dehydrated or the dehydrated and candied dried pineapple, some sesame seed, some sunflower seeds, which I love on salad. We're all out of celery. Picked up a few bananas, a Vidalia onion, a couple of pears for Polly, 3 really, really cute apricots. How cute are those? I picked up an eggplant. To be honest, I could eat a vegetarian meals all the time, or like majority of the time. So while Polly's not home, I'm making myself veggie meals. I haven't had, well, no, did I have? Yeah, so I'm gonna make probably a eggplant wrap tonight. So I got some baba ganoush, and I'm gonna sear this eggplant in coconut oil with some salt and black pepper. So I'm looking forward to that. And I picked up some fresh parsley. Although I have parsley in the garden, I really have to trim it, and I haven't, so it's getting way too leggy for me. So I'm gonna pack this up in my little bag and bring that over to Polly. A couple of apricots. I might bring just 1 apricot and 1 pear and a banana for now, because if I give him too much of the fruit, he may not be able to have it all at once. Plus, I'll see him later, so it's not like, you know. Oh, and just so you know, this looked like a butt. I couldn't help it. I got it because the way it looked. And it was like right. Oh, maybe it doesn't look like a butt. Maybe it looks like something else. Oh, okay. There's something about us and adult looking fruits and vegetables apparently. So yeah, nuts and berries. So yeah, I'm going to run over. Oh, I better let the dogs out first just in case, because I don't know how long I'll be gone. And it's starting to get quite humid because I see the animals have positioned themselves underneath the fan and the air conditioner in the living room. So smart, they're very smart. All right, I'm gonna pop the baba ganoush in the refrigerator. Everything else can stay out because fruits and vegetables actually do best, with the exception of celery. Out of the fridge, I am gonna wrap the, slow down, let your brain think, and then spit it out. I'm gonna package up the parsley in paper towels and a Ziploc bag. That way it keeps fresh, and the paper towel works as wicks away the moisture, any additional moisture in there, and it makes it last twice as long as it would have just popped in the fridge like this, or even in water. I've tried the water method and I have far more success with the paper towel method. And I do change a paper towel periodically because it'll start to kind of not smell fresh, and you know, I want to preserve it as long as possible. Plus this little bunch isn't going to last that long, so I'm sure it'll be consumed quite quickly. So alright, off to the hospital we go. So I'm in Polly's ICU room, and the only reason he's still in ICU is because they don't have a regular room for him to be transferred to, and there's rumors he might be coming home tomorrow. So over the course of the last, today the third day? 3 days, he's lost 30 pounds in water weight. So that's pretty incredible. No, I'm not gonna show him.
Come on.
No, that's like way TMI, way too much information. They have to keep track of how much
4 pounds looks like in water weight.
I don't really want to. Even with a warning, people are just gonna get grossed out. You can fill in the blanks. He has to urinate in a container so they can measure how much. And he wanted me to show you, and really, I'm not going to. So there's the stats, and he's happily munching away on a pear that I brought him. Did you already eat the banana? So I ate the banana. I brought him some toiletries, some fresh pair of Schwartz to change into, so his tushy doesn't hang out his fabulous gown.
My nut.
Wow, I say tushy and he goes right for the nuts. Alrighty. So, oh, and his nurse is so stinking cute. And he found out she's 29 and single. Uh-oh. He's being paged. I have to share something that I've just been on the phone with Polly's work HR and the union healthcare. Can I just say that my little Filofax has come to the rescue, because I keep track of when Polly goes to work versus when he's out, or when he's been sick, or what's going on. I was able to provide all of the dates necessary in order to file all the paperwork, tons of notes, as you could see. I even have a separate folder for him for all of this, because that's the best way for me to keep track of everything. I'm just thrilled that I was able to do this. If it wasn't for this paper Filofax, paper, old-fashioned, not anything electronic, I would not have been able to do this as painlessly as possible. Grant you, I was on the phone for an hour and 15 minutes between the various places that I need to call, but I got it resolved, so very, very happy with that. Luckily, the FMLA paperwork can now be provided electronically, which is even better. That means I don't have to worry about getting something certified and all of that. So one step closer to making sure that when Polly gets out of the hospital, hopefully tomorrow, he's able to come home and actually concentrate on healing and getting better without the dreaded loom of possibly losing coverage or the fear of not having his job. And that's exactly what all of these things that are in place for. The FMLA, the family medical leave, that's exactly what that's there for, and short-term disability. You know, you pay into the system for your entire life, hoping you never really need to use it, kind of like insurance. But then when you do need it, it's nice to know that it's there. So that I have to fill out the rest of the paperwork, so hopefully that will come through shortly. And I'll be a very happy camper when I have all my I's dotted, all my T's crossed, and then I can actually go and enjoy myself at dinner tonight. So Mom and Dad are taking me out. We're going to have some bang bang shrimp because it's Wednesday. And you know what? I'm going to let my hair down and I'm going to relax a little bit. Then I'll, on the way home, I'll stop and get the dog food that I need to. And for the dogs, obviously for the dogs, it's not for the chickens. Redundancy, right? Anyway, so I'll be able to do that because I'll be just like a couple of miles away from Petco. And probably not even 2 miles away. And then on the way home, I'll swing by and visit with Polly before coming home and hopefully relaxing. And I have the air on, so it's getting very comfortable in here as opposed to big fro weather outside. And yeah, I feel very accomplished. I've had a lot of, look at all the paperwork all over my desk, but I'm getting it done. Because you know what? What's the expression? And I'm sorry, I apologize in advance if I'm going to offend anybody, but bitches get shit done. Because that's exactly what I'm doing. So, yeah. Sorry. It's true. Who'd said that? Tina Fey on Saturday Night Live with Amy Poehler and Hillary Clinton. It was a skit, and it was made me laugh out loud. Because you know what? A strong woman is very intimidating to a lot of the world, but when stuff has to get done, it gets done because of the strong women. There you go. I'm off my soapbox and I'm going to continue with my work day. Oh, I better get a snack because my tummy's rumbling. I think I'm going to go have some baba ganoush with some whole wheat crackers. My voice is so... I'm losing my voice because I've been talking so much, so... And a fresh seltzer. I didn't have a juice this morning. I had a coffee. That might be why I'm so super animated. La 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 la. See you guys in a bit. So here's my lunch. Some baba ganoush with a little bit of parsley and sunflower seeds. Jalapeno and garlic stuffed olives. I was in the mood for them. And these really yummy multi-grain toppers from Toll House. Let me show you what the box looks like. Got them at Christmas tree shop. It's a 13-ounce box. 3 cracker serving size. Oh, I have more than 3 crackers. 70 calories. Yeah. Since I only drank my breakfast. Whew, yeah. So I'm having, let's see, 3 servings. So we'll see if I eat them all. But yeah, I already took pictures and posted them on Instagram and possibly Facebook. Not really sure. Kind of a blur. So I'm going to enjoy this and have some of my seltzer. I need to make more after I finish that one up. But it's very yummy. I like the little bit of saltiness with the olives. Check it out. We have edamame hummus that Dad ordered with blistered tomatoes and flatbread. I have a Caesar. Mom has a house salad, and we each have bang bang shrimp. So Mom and Dad invited me out to relax for a little while before I have to go back to work and have an early dinner with them, which was a great idea, by the way. Thank you.
Because they are senior citizens.
Oh yeah, well technically they're senior. Really, does that look like a senior citizen to you? No. Oh, by the way, great haircut.
I got it
There's
yesterday.
Dad. So yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I do. Look what I got, Chester. New Chucket. But the bag of dog food I was taking out of the cart ripped. Man, if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck at all.